Over the years, bodybuilders have revealed many things about their careers that were previously unknown, and many ended up shocking fans. Ronnie Coleman revealed facts about steroid use in the early part of his epic career. Many bodybuilders use steroids to improve their performance. Many legends have denied it, but a few, like Coleman, have come forward. Let's dive into this and see what he has to say. Ronnie Coleman opens up about steroid use. Bodybuilding legend and 8-time Mr. Olympia winner Ronnie Coleman was a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast and discussed a number of topics related to the world of professional bodybuilding. Coleman narrated why he joined bodybuilding, his diet, and peak fitness while also revealing facts about steroid use in the early part of his storied career. Coleman revealed that he began the use of steroids at the age of 30 as he was tired of getting his ass kicked at competition. He said that everything was legal in those times, and the use of steroids saw Coleman increase his ranking and then win the actual competitions. He said that steroids helped him level the playing field. He claimed that he could gain mass, achieve his ideal body, rank up, and eventually win major titles by using performance enhancers because they made him shredded and conditioned as he has never been before. Coleman said that he would get prescriptions from doctors on the use of steroids, and drug enforcement officials were shown the prescriptions when they approached the athletes. I wasn't taking tons of stuff. I probably wasn't taking any more than what those baseball players were taking. Studies have shown that the use of steroids leads to higher chances of premature death in men, and even suggest that people using anabolic steroids have a greater risk of committing suicide. Coleman explained that every time when some of the kids went off steroids, they would get depressed. They had kids out there taking it and committing suicide, Coleman said, when asked why DEA was going after bodybuilders. Coleman also revealed his diet and body fat ratio on the podcast, which was something that shocked Rogan and most of the viewers. What a lot of people don't understand is you see me big up there, but it took a long time for me to get there. I didn't get there overnight. I put on between 5 and 10 pounds of muscle a year, and that came from all that heavy lifting and a lot of eating.
What kind of steroids were dudes doing back then?
I mean, basic. You got, your tests. So, you had to go to the doctor and get all these prescriptions. And back then, because the DA had come in, was trying to find out what we were all doing, they made us do it legally. Once the DEA came in, they was like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all taking?
And you would get prescriptions for steroids?
Yeah.
What kind of steroids would they give you a prescription for?
Like any kind of test.
They were committing suicide because they were getting depressed from the steroids coming off of it?
Coming off of it.
So all that stuff was above board. It was all legal.
Yeah, everything was legal back then. One time, if you didn't have a prescription, they took your stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What made Ronnie Coleman decide to take steroids? Ronnie decided to take steroids when he realized he needed to gain the competitive advantage most bodybuilders seek. Coleman's fellow competitors were overwhelmingly using performance enhancers, which was acceptable because androgenic anabolic steroids were a controlled substance at the time. Furthermore, when he started using PEDs, he moved up the ranks and won annual bodybuilding competitions. While many bodybuilders promote supplements such as creatine and BCAAs, Coleman believed he needed more to achieve his Mr. Olympia physique. Ronnie has won 8 Mr. Olympia championships in a row, tying him with another bodybuilding legend, Lee Haney, and giving him 3 more victories than Arnold Schwarzenegger, who won 5 Mr. Olympia titles. Coleman admits that steroids helped him advance in his career, but he also credits good genetics, eating right, exercising regularly, and taking natural supplements. After 6 years of being all natural, he claims that his best finish was 3rd because almost everyone seeks the competitive advantage. When Flex Wheeler taught him how to improve his game and began using performance enhancers, he quickly became more shredded and fit. However, he claimed that PEDs did not significantly increase his strength. Coleman could naturally deadlift 750 pounds. Using steroids didn't make him exponentially stronger or bigger, he just quickly became much more shredded. During an interview, podcast host Rogan mentioned that he had excellent genetics. Coleman told Rogan that genetics play a significant role in bodybuilding and that a bodybuilder must have the natural ability to achieve an excellent physique. He went on to say that because of his good genes, he can stop taking PEDs cold turkey over the off-season and not notice any difference in his body. He attributes his massive lean muscles to steroid use, which he claims he took in precisely the right amounts as prescribed by doctors.
I did the way I did it, I think it would be a lot better because I was doing everything that I did was prescribed.
Everything you used was always prescribed?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it was?
No matter what it was. Once they did all that, I just followed, the rules. Look at how I looked and what I went through, and I'm still here and still doing fine and still doing great because I did everything the right way, you know.
Got it.
What kind of steroids did Ronnie Coleman use, and did he suffer long-term effects? Ronnie used doctor-prescribed performance enhancers. The use of steroids or any kind of PED has to be designed in a specific manner. During the interview, Coleman said that there was a misconception that he was recklessly using them. He didn't detail his cycle, but he admits to taking the same amount as other athletes. He specifically said, "I wasn't taking tons of stuff. I probably wasn't taking any more than what those baseball players were taking." He also confirmed that he never bought PEDs on the black market. Instead, he would obtain testosterone and growth hormone prescriptions from doctors and present them to Drug Enforcement Agency officials during competition.
Being prescribed by doctors, you know, that's keeping up with my progress. And I wasn't buying stuff off the streets.
That's the problem. So you're saying the issue
getting
is
black market stuff, not knowing what I'm getting. Everything I was getting was from the pharmacy. If it's done that way, you know, everybody can benefit, and the sport is not controlled in that kind of way.
Ronnie was never banned for using performance enhancers because he did not test positive for illegal use. The bodybuilder uses doctor-prescribed drugs, and because AAS was a controlled substance at the time, he was never caught using them illegally. At 56, Ronnie has no health problems due to his steroid use. In an interview, he confirmed to Rogan that he was able to reach the pinnacle of his career at Mr. Olympia without having chronic health problems. Coleman says, "I don't have any health problems besides the injuries. My liver, kidneys, and heart are all good." Furthermore, he was under medical supervision to monitor his hormonal levels.
Besides my back surgery and neck surgeries, I'm all good. And like I said, my liver and my kidneys and heart and everything's still holding up real good.
Ronnie stopped taking steroids cold turkey. Steroids have far-reaching effects outside the sports field. They may contribute to illegally enhancing performance, but they can cause severe health conditions that can also prove to be fatal. The use of anabolic steroids has been found to cause higher rates of premature death in men, and some limited studies have also shown that those who abuse steroids are at a greater risk of suicide. The physical and mental repercussions of using PEDs are horrific, especially when bodybuilders go off steroids. Probably during the off-season, they could suffer from depression, which is a common side effect.
So you got just great genetics, man.
Craziest ever. Cold turkey.
Cold turkey,
Yeah.
Really?
Cold turkey. I didn't take anything or nothing.
And what did you feel like over those 3 months?
Normal.
Really?
Normal. Didn't bother me a bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's no way you could take all,
Cold turkey, I stopped everything.
What was shocking about the revelation was that Ronnie Coleman said that he never cycled off gear during the off-season. He went completely cold turkey and stopped taking steroids. Well, that's all for this video, folks. Thanks for watching, and we will see you another time.